Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. This is Meredith, and we are here with a flip through today of my design team project for Marisa at Sweet Pea Curiosities, and I'm excited to show you this one. It's such a pretty collection of digitals, and I included some of my other favorites from her other beautiful kits. But just to jump right in, I created another open spine journal. Seems to be kind of a theme here for me as of late, but they are just so fun to make, and I can really capitalize on including a lot of goodies and using up some of my beautiful laces and pieces that I have that are too small for, larger journal, or it's, the last of a scrap or whatever. At any rate, let's just go ahead and jump right in. I am showcasing her Paris in Patina kit, and I think it's Paris in Patina and Perfume, actually. And it's got all these beautiful ladies and some very gorgeous collage pages. And I kind of included some of my other favorites of hers as well, just as add-in pages and for ephemera. So let me go ahead and show you this little topper I made. Just used one of my Edith Holden book pages and kind of aged the photo a little bit more. As you can see, it's got a little bit more of a sepia hue, or just a little bit more of that vintage photo on there, and I thought that looked really pretty. A little bit of trim and some aged tape. So that just pops on the top. And I used this beautiful piece of lace from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage, and that just wraps around here. And then our single signature is tied in with this beautiful sari. And then on the edge, I decided to do the eyelets again and enclose with some of this yummy crinkle ribbon. And for my friend at My Scrap Cabin, I believe it is. I'll link it below. And I love it. This is the mushroom color, which I thought was really pretty. And I love being able to close them up a little bit, so she's not so wide, because it is a little bit chunky there. Alrighty. So as we open up, I have this little pocket here. I did construct this with my nice dark green file folders. And so I just used the papers to cover up and embellish. And in this front pocket, I have a little bit of ephemera, this beautiful lady here, and just a little bit of collaging on the back. This is one of the ephemera pieces in the Paris and Patina kit. And I just added some paper scraps to the back of that. And then this nice tag and a little bit of pretty sari for that. And it just tucks in here. And then our fun rose embossed on my coffee dyed paper. I always love to include those, and a little bit of aged tape. I tried to use a little bit more aged tape on the papers this time. This gorgeous lady down here, and just collaged her onto some other scrap paper. This is one of the wallpapers. And then I did use some of the 1700s music papers from the Graphics Fairy as well. This is possibly one of my favorite papers of the whole kit. It's just so gorgeous. I love all the detail here, and just so beautiful. And I just did a little cluster here. This is a copy of an original French letter that I've had for a while from Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France. Just did a little bit of aging and crinkling on that. And then I love this one too. So pretty. They're all gorgeous. This is lace from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage. I believe this is from the Graphics Fairy music paper kit. There's some more of that beautiful wallpaper. This is one of my favorites that I always like to add from my friend Maria at J'adore le papier. And then in the Paris and Patina kit, there's all these fun little tear sheet words that are super pretty to use. I did a little eyelet down here and created this tuck spot, beautiful swans that come in the kit. I just left that blank, and then I had a little scrap from my embossing that I thought looked nice in here. All right, sorry, I had to let my dog out. This is, I believe, a Ruby and Pearl script. I can't remember. Anyway, I just backed it onto one of the Paris and Patina kits. Edith Holden page with a beautiful velvet trim. And then these are book pages that I have from a Roxy Creations kit. And this is one of the lace papers from Marisa. Here I did a pocket with one of the ephemera pieces and tucked in just this embossed tag. I believe these two are from Sam Poole and her French Creams kit. And then this is one of the collage sheets. This is a piece that I had left over from a journal I made for Lydia at Raindrop Lila. I just love this. It's had such beautiful color that went so well. So I popped that on here. Here I made kind of a fun little tuck spot. I will pop something else in there. But I just thought that was so pretty. And I love this image. It's kind of a silhouette. And I thought that would be fun to have kind of a little different style of corner pocket with the lace cut out. So I just mimicked that from the digital and give it, you know, a little more dimension. This is one of the book kit digitals from Roxy Creations. And then this is the Paris and Patina. Here I did just a little flip up and stapled on this little label and then attached it onto the back of that page so it can be used anywhere in the journal. Here is one of the gorgeous swan images from the Paris and Patina kit. I just love them. They're so beautiful. And I just did kind of this little scrappy pocket and attached this little piece of beautiful lace I've had for a while from Blue Linen Cottage. And it's the back of that book page. This is just another offcut. More lace, an Edith Holden page, and some of my fun trim. I'm keeping as much of this as I can, just adding a little bit to each journal because I want it to last as long as I can. Love that she had this little Signy, the swan, and popped in some music page and some of my fun little paint. Some more of that music page. Okay, here I just added a little flip up. This beautiful, had a little scrap there, and then on here I had a little sort of mini side tuck, so I added this beautiful piece of lace and popped in this floral from the Graphics Fairy, and I reduced this I think to 77% because this image was a little bit smaller. So anyway, that just tucks in there. And then as we flip over, I did this nice tall tag, that beautiful, beautiful picture image of her looking out over the Paris landscape. This is a Roxy Creations. That's another book kit. And this, I love this. This is so pretty. I used it in the front also. Just love it. And here I have a little pocket and popped in just this little sort of scrappy ephemera piece. And then this is a piece from Italian book kit that I had. It's very, very fragile. I think this is from Sam Poole. I think this is her either French Bureau or French Creams kit. Just works so well as a backing paper. And I love this gorgeous piece for the center of the signature. So pretty. Here I have another little side tuck. I can't talk today. And please excuse the landscaping going on. Here's just a little trifold that I popped in here. This, let me see. I think this is one of the wallpaper images. I will have everything listed below as per usual. And let me see if I can get my doggy in and shut the door. Sorry about that. feel like landscaping is like 24/7 in these neighborhoods. Alrighty, and just flipping through here, I added a little collage piece down here and one of the labels, and then I had just this little scrappy piece that I decided to add in as well. Love that image so much. This paper is from one of the, I think the Halloween or the autumn kit. I just love it. It's like the perfect brown crinkled paper. A little flip up here. I think I have one more hexagon left of that beautiful lace. And then here I did just a little tab on that piece so you can pull it open each way and see inside, and something could be tucked in here. This is just a little offcut that I attached to that Edith Holden page, and love this beautiful image. So gorgeous. And then in here I have another just little fold up that I wanted to include, and a little piece of lace here. So pretty. I think this is from Lavish Laces. And on this page I have a little flip out, and this is I believe one of the wallpapers, and then just backed it. It's totally plain, so that kind of like a coffee stain digital, and nice secret journaling spot right there. And then that gorgeous image again. This is just a little scrap I had that I attached. Here I made a nice big huge pocket mirroring the digital, so this is the same image that's underneath, and then I added some of our fun little picot trim and a full Edith Holden page. Oops, if I can get it open. There we go. Fruit of the wild cornel or dogwood. So gorgeous. And then this beauty on the back. So that just tucks in here, and more could be added into that pocket as well. This little flip out and some more gorgeous Italian book page. This is a double spread, and that goes in here. And then I did a nice pocket with this gorgeous trim from Emily at Blue Linen Cottage, and popped in some goodies here. Just a nice tall tag. This is kind of like a big journaling card. It could also be cut up and used as ephemera. I could fussy cut out those roses, and then just a nice tall tag here. And pop that back in. Here is one of those fun little folded up pockets that Heather at Ruby and Pearl has been doing. Little tag there, and then I just popped in some fun ephemera into the little pockets, little ticket. This is part of the Patina kit, and just left them blank on the back so that you could have some journaling spots there. Super fun. And then I did just that little collage with the music paper down below. This is kind of a short page, and rather than hinging it, I just decided to add this beautiful floral trim. This is Emily at Blue Linen Cottage, and then this is a flip out here with a very, very old piece of ephemera, French ephemera. It's just like a family tree kind of thing, and it's very fragile. I thought it looked really cool. And then in here, this is the back of that J'adore le papier ledger. And I have an old flashcard, and this is just a little offcut that I collaged, and then this gorgeous postcard. It's very shiny, and blank on the back, Chateau de Versailles, which is awesome. Love that. And let me just clip this back on if I can without clipping it to the next page. These little heart paper clips are really stiff, and I had an extra image, so I just popped that on there, and the same with this one, just for a little extra. And then this flips out. She is attached, so a little secret journaling spot there and on the back, and this is nice and open for more journaling. You got the rest of that gorgeous music paper. And then this is a little flip down here, so more journaling can go there. And then on the back, I actually had this attached. So this is just a little flip up of goodies here. And that just gets tacked on. I'm not going to try to do that now. And then the back page, another pocket. And I have this beautiful lady. And on the back is just a little bit of collaging. And then this is just an offcut and blank on the back. So you have more journaling spots there. And then the back cover just looks like so. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I will see you again in my next video. Let me know if you are interested in purchasing this beautiful journal. You can message me on Instagram or just leave a comment in the link or in the comments below, and I will get right back to you. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful evening.